What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and before I get into things, like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Now, before I give you a rundown on the highlights in this video, I need to update you guys. So, in the video I dropped yesterday, I made a mistake. The Air Jordan 1 High 85 Bread, I stated that the release date was February 16th. However, the release date is February 14th, which is also Valentine's Day. Now, I don't know why I had it written down in notes that it was the 14th, but in my head, I just had it embedded that it was going to be the 16th. So again, I do apologize. I know I left a comment and I pinned it to the top of that video, but if you missed that comment, I just wanted to clarify it here once again. Now, as for the highlights in this video, we have details on the Air Jordan 3 Hydrogen Blue, as well the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Obsidian. Both of those are dropping 2025. Also, there's a lot more from Jordan Brand and Nike. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. To start this video off, we have a handful of release dates that recently went out, but I'm going to talk about them here. And the first one is the Nike Dunk Low Ultraman. Now, for those that don't know, this shoe originally released back in 1999 and was part of the Co.JP series. This pair is also inspired by the Japanese superhero from the 1960s. Now, many years later, the shoes will be available, but this time widely available. And for some time now, we all knew that the shoes were coming. However, we do have a release date, and they are scheduled for May 3rd. Now, they will be available on the Sneakers app. They're listed right now, and the retail price will be $125. Another release date is the Nike Cortez Forrest Gump. Now, this is a shoe I've been waiting on to return. I know they dropped a handful of years ago. For some reason, I didn't buy them then, and I know the price pretty much skyrocketed on them. So I definitely wasn't going to be paying resale for a pair of Cortezes, not this colorway at least. But for those that want to buy, there is another chance to purchase. And this pair is scheduled to release on May 8th, and the retail price will be $110. Now, they are listed on the Sneakers app, so I have a feeling, believe it or not, these are going to sell out. Several weeks back, official photos leaked of the Nike LeBron 4 Eggplant, which gave us a first look. Also, some of you might remember that several months back, I put out a mock-up, which was an accurate one of what's releasing. And for those that want to buy this shoe, the good news is we have a release date. Now, the LeBron 4 is my favorite from his signature line, but these prices are just getting out of control. And the good news is that if you're patient, and I'm going to be patient on this pair, you can get them on sale. So for those that want to buy though, and aren't really concerned about the money, I respect it. And the release date is May 8th, and the retail price is $250. Again, this shoe is on the Sneakers app. I'm sure they'll be available at other retailers as well. I've always been a fan of the Air Max 1. However, I have a newfound love for the shoes. I recently bought a pair to pretty much work out in, and they are super comfortable. Now, for an upcoming release, we have a pair that will celebrate the Olympic Games in Paris. This is the Nike Air Max 1 Olympic. Now, the official colorway is Obsidian, Metallic Gold, and White, which basically has the USA colors. There's also some red detailing. Now, going over the pair, they feature white mesh on the upper, with gray on the overlays and obsidian on the mudguard. University red hits the branding on the tongue, insoles, and heel, while the swoosh in those locations are done in obsidian. Other details includes white on the midsole, gold within the visible Air Max unit, and an obsidian rubber outsole. I like these. These are very clean. Unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date, but they are expected to debut fall 2024, and the retail price will be $150. From all the sneakers in this video, I think this might be the number one pickup for me, and it's the Nike Air 180 Ultramarine. Now, I had the 2006 or 7, I'm not entirely sure what year, retro of the shoes, and I wore them into the ground. I still own them, but they're beat. If I try to wear them, the Air unit would crumble. As well, the midsole would probably just fall apart. But several months ago, we learned that the shoes would be returning in 2024, and they would feature the original large bubble. So the shoes feature a white, ultramarine, and solar red color combination, And I know we've talked about this shoe a few times. Unfortunately, those times we didn't have a release date, but now we do. So this pair is scheduled to release on May 24th, and the retail price will be $150. Recently, official images popped up of the Nike Kobe 8 Protro Mambacita. Now, a release is just around the corner. However, they have yet to pop up on the sneakers app, but keeping tradition, I'm sure that the release date is locked in. But with the official photos, it gives us a very solid look at the shoes. And one of the unique elements about this shoe is the butterflies that are featured across the upper. In addition, we have Gigi on the left heel and her number 2 on the right. And then Kobe's Shield logo is seen just behind it, as well as on the tongue and the outsole. Each pair will come with a special charm done in gold. It has her logo and it reads Mambacita and it features a heart. That same heart and logo is seen on the inside of the tongues. The box will also come with her logo as well as Kobe's Shield logo on the inside of the box. These are nice. I like them and I like what they represent, of course. I know a lot of people do. I was able to get the first pair, the Kobe 6. I got super lucky on getting those on the sneakers app. But that's the only pair I've been able to get. Hopefully I'm able to grab these, and for those that want to buy them, I hope you guys do as well. And as of now, the release date is May 1st, which is her birthday. Now, I believe they're going to release them on that day still, although I haven't heard an update, and the retail price will be $190. Also, the shoes will debut in grade school sizes for $120, and preschool sizes will cost $90. Moving on to Jordan Brand, and we now have a detailed look at the Air Jordan 13 Dune Red. Now, I know a couple videos ago I shared some new photos. They were decent, but these images come from JD Sports. Now, the overall look and build of these look a lot better. Of course, they're not bin 23 materials. I totally get that. They're not going to be anywhere close to that, but overall, in my opinion, I'm happy with the look. Now, it might be due to the lighting, but in all previous images, the red mesh, it always looks different. Sometimes it's lighter, sometimes it's darker. What it looks like here, I'm definitely happy with it, but it's going to probably be one of those things that you got to see in hand to really tell what the shading is going to be like. Now, if you missed out on the release date, this pair is scheduled to debut on June 25th, and the retail price will be $210. We have new images of the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Barons. This is our best look yet, and when I shared them previously, it seems that people were more leaning towards liking the shoe than disliking. You know, when I go over the comments, I get a feel of what people like, if most people are a fan or they just aren't feeling the shoe. But to me, I like the colorway. I just kind of expected something different, but they've grown on me enough to go out and purchase on release date. Probably not. This is a shoe that I would wait and see if they go on sale. More than likely they will. And then from there, I'll buy them. But to go over the info, this pair features a white, black, and wolf gray color combination. Constructed with leather, we have white across the base and the tongue, while gray wraps the toe, eye stays, heel fills in the liner, and the rubber outsole. We have the wings on the heel, Nike Air on the tongue, while black fills in the swoosh, laces, and the heel overlay. Completing the look is a white midsole. Yeah, so to me, they're solid. It's a decent summer shoe, and they're set to debut on July 20th, and the retail price will be $140. Thanks to Q Rich on Instagram, who was signed to Jordan Brand and still has connections, we have an unboxing and a few shots of the upcoming Air Jordan 17 Low Lightning. According to Q Rich, his first commercial for Jordan Brand was for the campaign on the Air Jordan 17, so this shoe is obviously special to him, and the commercial was directed by Spike Lee. Now, seeing this video makes me want them more. The only thing I dislike, and I know you guys do as well, is the price. So the retail price is $300. And for those saying I'm going to wait until they go on sale, I don't think that's going to happen. I've stated this previous times, but they are on the limited side, and I believe these will only be available at neighborhood retailers. So not every store is going to have them. You're not going to be able to walk into a Foot Locker or a Champs and see them sitting on the shelf. Now, I believe Shoe Palace, for some reason, is a neighborhood retailer. And the only reason I say for some reason is because the neighborhood retailer label was more dedicated to mom and pop shops. So there is a possibility that some Shoe Palaces might get them. I don't think every single one. And for those that don't know, the original Air Jordan 17 Low did not come with a briefcase. It was the mid/high. But Jordan Brand decided to do something different here and package the shoes with a briefcase. So if you're looking to buy, they are set to release on May 30th. And like I mentioned, the retail price is $300. Another pair that I'm really looking forward to is the Nina Chanel Abney Air Jordan 3. Now, recently we received some on-feet photos, so I wanted to share that with everybody. And I'm not going to go over the colors as far as the blocking of the shoe because I've done it a few times now. But what I will say is the color description, which is by Coastal, Black, Malachite, and Fossil. Now, when I shared them previously, it seems that a good amount of people like this pair. And it is a collab, and since it's a collab, more than likely, it's going to be on the limited side. And then they have some hype, so they're not going to be easy to obtain. When the release rolls around, I might do a short and include a list of retailers where you can buy them from. And in the description, I can include links just to help people out. Going forward, I might do that. I thought about it. I just don't know if people would like to watch it or would enjoy it. It's a short, so it's going to be 60 seconds or less. Also, for those that don't know, this is a women's exclusive. However, they will be available in extended women's sizing. So as for the release date, this pair is set to debut on June 20th, and the retail price will be $225. Now it's time to talk about some 2025 Air Jordan releases, and one of those is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Obsidian. Now, first off, I want to say that this image is a mock-up, and the confirmation on the color blocking has yet to be confirmed. But what I can say is that the shoes will feature an Obsidian University Blue and Cell color combination. Now, there is a good possibility that they could resemble the Air Jordan 1 High OG Obsidian, which released back in 2019. Now, prices for those seem to be holding on. I remember back then they were in the $400 range. I believe this was a shoe that was made popular by TikTok and Instagram, more so by influencers showcasing them. And the high version is really nice. I have that shoe, and with the hype going towards low top, it does make sense for Jordan Brand to release a low version of the shoes. Now again, the color blocking isn't confirmed, but I wouldn't be mad if they released just like this. Now, as for the release details, this pair will debut spring 2025, which means a release will take place between January and March of 2025, and the retail price will be $140. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. If they drop like this for me, I'd probably buy them. I'd just wait until they go on sale. If they do, of course. For the last piece of news of this video, I have details on the upcoming Air Jordan 3 Hydrogen Blue. Now again, the image used is a mock-up. Color blocking for this shoe has yet to be confirmed. I'm hoping for a lot of these I get confirmation soon. And the official colorway is white, hydrogen blue, legend blue, photon dust, pure platinum, and cell. Definitely a lot of colors are going to be used on this pair, and they kind of remind me, just the mock-up, of the Air Jordan 3 UNC. Now, I know prices for the Air Jordan 3 UNC, they were high. I don't know where they're at now. I haven't checked in a while. But overall, if they drop like this, I wouldn't be mad at it. Now, as for the release details, this pair again will debut spring 2025, which means that they'll be available between January and March of 2025. Also, the retail price will be $200. Let me know your thoughts on the mock-up down below. If they release like this, would you buy? Also, on a side note, if you're a fan of them, don't worry, these are expected to be a general release, as well as the Obsidian Air Jordan 1 Low OG. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe by hitting the button below. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Speaking of new videos, I have one more, which I will be dropping tomorrow, and then another video on Monday. Probably won't be doing any shorts for several days just because I do have quite a few longer videos planned. But if you're listening this far and you have any ideas for me to do shorts, let me know down in the comment section below. For example, I was thinking of a where to buy series where I would include links in the description where you can buy the shoe. Eventually, I'm going to also start doing 1-minute reviews just to see how you guys like that. I know back in the day I used to do reviews on a lot of shoes, but probably in the next month or two I'll start doing the reviews just for shorts, see if you guys like them, and then maybe I'll incorporate them again on the channel. I'm not entirely sure. Just let me know how you guys feel on those two series down in the comment section below as well. If you have any questions, leave that down below as well. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.